Hi folks, Dave Waring here again with FitSmallBusiness.com and today's lesson of the day. In our last lesson, we continued our video series on how to start a successful business with a look at how to choose a location for your retail store or restaurant. In today's video, we're going to continue that series with a look at how to set up commercial office space. So let's get started. The first step is to get an Amazon Prime account. Almost everything you need to set up a new office can be ordered from Amazon. If you're a Prime member, then you also get free 2-day shipping, and this is true on everything from envelopes to desks and couches. The cost, at $75 a year, is almost a joke for the amount of ordering that you will do when setting up a new office. I've included a link where you can sign up for Amazon Prime in the resources link below this video. Next, make a list of what you need. Here's a list of the bare minimum that almost any office is going to need. And here is a list of other things you may consider. Next, decide on a layout. Much of the layout is going to depend on the space you have chosen. However, an open layout, which is what most new businesses have, is the easiest. I've included a link to an article where you can learn more about the pros and cons of the different types of office layouts in the resources link below this video. The article focuses on the pros and cons for tech workers, but the points made are relevant to pretty much any type of work. Now you're ready to start choosing the products to fill your space with, starting with the necessities. Office desks. We save a lot of money on desks by simply using folding tables for our desks. We got ours from IKEA, so they are a little more stylish, but you can order very similar tables from Amazon for around $60 including shipping, an example of which you can find in the resources link below this video. Chairs. If there's one place you don't want to skimp, it's on the chairs which your employees will be sitting in for most of the day. For this, I feel that I'm a great case study as I've had a serious back injury in the past and spend between 8 and 14 hours a day in my office chair. I use the Staples Baird bonded leather manager's chair for both my office and home office chair and couldn't be happier. There's a very similar looking option available from Amazon, which I've included a link to in the resources link below this video. Computers. The first decision you have to make is Mac versus PC. The short answer is, if you don't know what you want already, then you should go with a PC. They are still the standard for most types of businesses. Next, you are going to want to decide whether laptops or desktops are best for your employees. Once you've decided these two things, you need to decide on the brand, how powerful you want your computer to be, and what operating system and version of Microsoft Office you want. Lastly, you're going to want to decide if you want to buy new or refurbished computers. We personally like and use Dell computers and cover how to make each of the above decisions in our full article on how to choose an office computer, which you can find in the resources link below this video. Printers, scanners, and fax machines. Unless you plan on doing a super high volume of printing, faxing, or scanning, you are going to save a lot of money by going with an all-in-one machine. For this, we also recommend and use Dell ourselves. If I were ordering a new all-in-one printer, fax, and scanner today, I would order the Dell 2355DN. That printer is going to run you around $430. Here's how to save money on your all-in-one printer. If you don't plan on doing much faxing or scanning, then you can save a few $100s by simply going with a black and white printer. We recommend the Dell B1260DN laser printer, and then using an online fax services for your faxes and an iPhone or Android app for your scanning. For scanning, we use the JotNot Pro iPhone app. We rarely fax, so when we need to, we simply go to Kinko's. If you decide to go with one of the voice over IP phone providers that we recommend below, many of them also give you online faxing capabilities as well. Phone system. Due to voice over IP technology, the cost of implementing a phone system for your office has dropped dramatically in the last 10 years. What once cost thousands of dollars can now be done for a couple of $100s a month or less. As an example, a fully hosted phone system from Vocalocity, the service we recommend, will cost you around $175 a month for 5 users, with unlimited calling to the US and Canada. This also gives you the ability to forward calls to your cell phone, as well as take your office phone with you wherever there's an internet connection. Internet. There are three primary types of internet connections that you encounter for your office. The first is DSL. This is generally the slowest of the three options, but can be more stable than cable because you have a dedicated line. Next is cable. This is generally faster than DSL, but can be less stable because you share your connection with multiple people in the area. And finally, there's fiber. This is the fastest and best option. Long story short, if you can get it, opt for Verizon Fios Fiber, which is what we use and is the top-rated internet service provider. If Verizon Fios is not available, then AT&T UVerse is the next best and also a fiber provider. I've included a link to an article where you can learn more about choosing the best internet connection in the resources link below this video. Lighting. Studies have shown that lighting can have a significant impact on employee productivity, so you want to get this right from the beginning. Most obviously, make sure that there is a natural light source that is not blocked and touches as many of the areas where your employees sit as possible. For your artificial lights, you want to avoid fluorescent bulbs wherever possible. Instead, opt for full spectrum light bulbs, which mimic the light of the sun. They are more expensive, but definitely worth it for the improvement in office environment that will result. I've included a link where you can order full spectrum light bulbs from Amazon in the resources link below this video. Alarm system. If you want to have an alarm system for your office, then there are a variety of options available. I've included an article with a good overview of some of the better ones in the resources link below this video. Business insurance. If you've read our article on how to choose the right business structure and are operating as an LLC, S Corp, or C Corp, then you've protected yourself from most types of personal liability related to the business. However, you can still lose your business as a result of being sued, or one of the many natural disasters that could occur. This is where business insurance comes in. You can buy insurance to protect your business from lawsuits related to things like accidents, injuries, product liabilities, and malpractice. You can also buy insurance to protect your business from national disasters like fires, floods, hurricanes, and more. For small businesses, there is a type of policy whose goal is to wrap all these things into one policy, which is known as a business owner's policy. Pretty much any insurance firm that you choose to work with will have this type of policy. We like Allstate, however, we also think you should work with an insurance broker that operates locally. With this in mind, we recommend getting quotes from 2 or 3 different providers in your area. I've included a link with more information about how business owners' policies work in the resources link below this video. Office supplies. For things like pens and envelopes, we also use Amazon Prime. The good thing is that if you forget something, you just log back in, order it, and it's there in 2 days. Water. We have water delivered to our office monthly and have chosen Poland Springs as our provider. When ordering for the first time, you may want to obtain quotes from a couple of different providers in your area, as they are often willing to negotiate if they know they are competing for your business. Coffee and tea. We use the hot water dispenser option on our Poland Spring water tower to make tea that we order from Amazon Prime. For coffee, we use a Keurig coffee maker and order K-Cups from Amazon Prime. I've included a link where you can order both in the resources link below this video. Artwork for the wall. In addition to lighting, sprucing up your walls with some artwork can create a warmer and more inviting place to work for your employees. In case you weren't convinced that Amazon offers pretty much everything you need to set up your new office, check out Amazon Art, where you can order everything from sub $100 paintings to Andy Warhols. That's our video for today. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Also be sure to stay tuned for our next video, where we will begin a new series on how to hire and manage employees. For more great advice on how to start and run a successful business, also be sure to visit us at fitsmallbusiness.com today. Thanks for watching.